Well, everyone's been asking for my thoughts, so I may as well give it. Chuck Wendig just got released from Lucasfilm. What can I say? They're excited. Okay, in all seriousness, let's look at the lessons we've learned here. A week ago on Chuck Wendig's Twitter, he ranted, he was very vulgar, he's always vulgar, but he promoted violence against people. He promoted violence, incited violence among his followers, among people who don't share their same ideas. We should be violent with them, and said a bunch of ugly things. And basically Lucasfilm had no choice but to let him go based on just the utter despicable. You should never promote violence, never wish harm upon someone else. And that's what he was doing. And it got so vile that they had to let him go. Now, I know later on he tried to pretend like he was the victim. Yeah, it didn't work for Stalin, won't work for you. Let's not kid ourselves. Violence is never the answer here, folks. I want you to keep this in mind when you're online and talking about your comments on, whether you hate or love the new canon or not. You need to be respectful for those that do. Now, of course, I always like to poke the bear here on this channel, but not once have I been vulgar. I remember a long time ago, people were saying, "Oh, I can't believe you're so disrespectful to call him Dave Baloney." I was like, you know what? He's been called a lot worse. I think Dave Filoni would be like, oh, okay, Dave Baloney, I've heard a lot worse. Yeah, it's nothing. And never am I going to promote violence. I mean, that's other people. Other people have, talked about, a long time ago, I showed you a tweet where someone says, here's where he lives, and, he's telling his people to go get him, and they're like, we're going to teach him a lesson, and I made a joke out of that. But as you see, I've gotten death threats too. I just don't take them that seriously. If you're really going to come down here and threaten a guy who's sitting in his room talking about Star Wars, whew, you got too much time on your hands. But back to the subject at hand here, folks. Watch your language. That is the lesson learned here. You can celebrate, but if you're doing the same thing, then what's stopping social media from banning you as well? I know YouTube would have a field day if someone was, if Chuck Wendig was on YouTube doing those videos, he would have been kicked out a long time ago. So bravo, good for Lucasfilm to let him go. That's the good choice. But hopefully it will inspire a more civil conversation going forward. At least that's what I hope. All right, folks, I guess that's all for now. These guys are going to celebrate all week long. See you later.